This is the Stanley Parable. This game is weird.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So this guy is narrating the story. So I have a choice to follow the directions, it seems, or do whatever I want.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So this is the first choice, where you can go left or right. The dude says left, but I'm gonna go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
So now the game's
he
getting
wanted to
weird.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Now the game's getting weird.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a
Can't go back.
beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
See, now I could do that, or I could keep going straight. And I'm like, let's keep going straight.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Sure,
There's
sure.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I don't know who her is. I'm gonna keep making
This is it,
decisions for me.
You
We've now hit a point that I don't recognize in the game. I'm scared.
need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Or, how do I pick up the phone? I wish. Okay. Did I die? Am I dead?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry
Who
to
the
keep
fuck?
you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
The fuck?
All right. Okay, there we go.
I feel like I'm in Severance.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
I don't like this.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
If this game is scary, then I don't
This
know
is a
if
very
I'm gonna make
sad
it.
story
I hate
about the
games like
death
this.
of a
They
man
scare me.
named Stanley.
Please press X to spend time with the boys. Well, I gotta press X.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
I didn't know this is how you open doors, so I hope I didn't miss anything important back there.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Mind
read
control
Mind
facility?
Control Facility.
Or escape? Well, I'm gonna obviously be going forward. Come on now. Can't be that bad.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe. Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
It was an
After
accident.
they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted? Control? You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to burn to a crisp.
Oh, you're cheating now.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons.
I'm gonna fucking restart and you're gonna be so
Or maybe
upset.
this big red button. Or this door to your death.
Oh.
You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
Yeah? Little bitch.
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
Oh, it's a different narration this time, huh?
Office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Forgot to check
boss's
the doors.
office. Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
I hate this guy. He is actually the most annoying. Wow. Okay, whatever, dude.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Bro, I'll mute.
With some calming new age music.
This is so annoying. This game is so fucking annoying. I swear to God.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his wife.
Nope.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh,
nice.
Hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Thank you. Okay, here we go.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
He's really selling it this time.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
You're damn right I will. We're ending this right now. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum, bum. What happened?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No.
Yes. He had won.
Really?
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Stanley stepped through the open door.
And then he gets mauled by a tiger.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay.
And Stanley was happy.
So he just leaves. It was easy. Oh, I beat the... Okay. I beat the game. I'm assuming there's more to this game. Try changing the field of view.
Let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
We gotta see what
Mind
the violent
Control
death is, I
Facility.
guess.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
We'll see about that.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Well,
Farewell, Stanley.
this seems rude.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
Oh.
into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Huge. So is he just like his life? He's just seeing his life? I don't understand what I'm looking at right now. This really can't just be like a behind the scenes level.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
Just turn the game off. Just turn off the system. Turn off the console, bro. Just turn it out. There's no way of beating them. I love that. I love that's the solution. That's really the ultimate end to this game. Just turn it off. Just turn off the whole thing.
Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice.
What happened to death is
choose
an
it. Don't
illusion.
let time choose for you. Don't let...
Well. She seemed to be going somewhere with that, but I wasn't going to turn off my PS4, my PlayStation.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I wonder, can
but
I
the
jump
fact
there?
is that the story has been... But in his eagerness to prove that he...
I wonder if you can get to there via, like, that crane. We're going to try.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing. What? Really?
Huge.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Oh,
Give me
shit.
a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Man.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm colorblind.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you...
I love this game. This game is one that is memorable.
were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yep.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Interesting. Can't open the broom closet now.
Coming to a staircase,
Bruh, he blocked off the bottom area. That's
upstairs
crazy.
to his boss's office.
This story is actually changing now.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Do I have to say that? No, Stanley has to say this.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a center...
I have never been so...
With two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Bruh. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
The only thing I've significantly managed to do is this.
Psst. Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something! Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
What the fuck is happening?
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that.
I'll just hit the skip. Let's see what happens.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12
You've
hours?
just been frozen there. I don't know why the
Wait, is this
skips
how
are
I
getting
get that
longer,
one
but they're
achievement? Let's
really,
just keep
truly
skipping.
getting longer. And Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to
This is some
again.
interstellar shit.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been
Let's make it a year.
all that.
It's just dark.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever...
I think this is how you get that trophy. I'm gonna try to go for it. If I can just keep pressing the button. Did he stop? Did he stop?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant
God, he's back.
to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth
Still
and said,
unevolved.
"Enter."
Plant's fucking dead. There is no door, and the door does not seem to be coming, so this is strange.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
He's going
end,
crazy.
is never the end, 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 is...
Where's that water coming from? Wow. Everything's fine. Future me's problem, really. Wonder if the narrator's dead by now. Just to be safe. I don't know how many years it's been. But I haven't gotten the trophy yet, so it couldn't have been enough. I wonder how long I can do this for, like, till the planet explodes. That does not sit well with me. Let's get out of here. Okay. Let's hit that button one more time, huh? Let's Oh, it's well, all right. We looks like this is the last stop. Narrator's long gone by now. Wow. Sheesh, I might have overdone it.